Welcome, folks, to the Camera Cat, Sydney Harbour, 17 November 2019. Three-boy handicap race. On the Camera Cat today is James Bury, Piers Hasgard, John O'Witty and Michael Chittenden. I'm Andrew Buckland. Welcome to a sparkling Sydney Harbour. We'll first show you, though, highlight reel of last week's race, which runs for a couple of minutes. And we'll be back to the racecourse promptly thereafter.
Kitchen maker, great stuff.
Beautiful, beautiful kitchen maker. So they're well at the back of the bus, which tells you it's pretty uprange.
A few of the boats coming in hot here.
Of course they are. They're skiff sailors. Well, maybe not.
Good job, boys. Good, clear start.
Let's go. Finport out cleanly as well. Royal Oak first base attack. Finport looking cracking there. Wow. Great stuff, boys.
That Fintex has got a nice little puff to let them down to
On a screamer. Both won by Appliances Online.
yeah, well done to Appliance Online, great effort.
I was 10. A ride on an 18 footer would have just scared me for a lot. He's enjoying the challenge, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Looks like he's having a good time on the strings. Wow, good stuff, guys. Okay, here we are back live on Sydney Harbour. See the boats just coming down towards the start line, which is in Taylor Bay, the committee on course 3. Jimmy, this is a tough course, lots of reaching. She's no windward leeward saloon passage, is it?
No, Bucko, it's going to be definitely a day for the crews to get long arms, and there might be a few people asleep at the bar when we get back.
Yeah. So the course, guys, course 3 up from where we are in Taylor Bay, upwind around Shark Island. The wind, and I'll just talk about the weather in a minute, but the wind around 160 magnetic. Pretty good beat up to the back of Shark Island, and then a reach down to Robertson's Point towards the Harbour Bridge, but awkward angle. Sometimes a delayed set at the top, and then, or if you put it up and cop a bit, you end up taking it off at Bradley's Head, and you end up tired at the end of the first reach.
What could possibly go wrong there, Bucko?
What could go wrong? And then you beat up to Double Bay, and then you've got a sort of similar wind angle in this wind direction back down to Chowder. So the course is a big figure 8, the first lap, and it's a tough first lap, and we kind of have a theory that the guy that leads at the end of the first lap, it's a 3-boy handicap, the unwinding is a progressive. The guy that leads at the end of one lap usually wins the race, unless he gets on the riding lever, James.
Exactly, Bucko. It's going to be the big telltale today. Just watching some of them trying to get down to the start. They're all going up and hiding behind Shark Island to bear away to get the chute on to get down here. So few nerves, I think, still from the other week when we had the big blow.
Yeah, I'm still nervous from the other week. I've got my full wet weather rig on. It's all good. So then the second lap, though, is just a windward leeward on this side of the track, so quite a short beat and a short VMG run. And then a final beat up to Shark again, the reach back over to Robinson's Point towards the city, and a beat to the finish. And so to the weather, little cold front through sort of overnight, cold front and trough. The models have got it peaking at around 2:30. So assuming we've seen the peak, we're looking at sort of 14 to 22 would cover it, Jimmy, you think?
Yeah, absolutely, Bucko. Like, yeah, pretty comfy around the 16, 18 out there at the moment.
Yeah, but there's enough wind that the Barraway might be a challenge if you encounter a windy patch. And the models have got the wind kind of just softening a little towards the end of the race. So it might get easier, and like we said, the survivors at the end of the first lap.
I'm just watching the smeg coming downhill there, Bucko.
Yeah.
On screen there. Going to be a nice day for it, isn't it?
A lovely day.
Great day for a skiff race.
And cool enough that there's not a huge amount of recreational sailing going on in Sydney Harbour, or people loafing around in powerboats generally.
No Jim Palace, not many Jim Palaces out today.
No. Okay, also in the fleet, the fleet's a bit short of crewmen today. Loyalties prevailed, and a certain element of the fleet is earning money up at the New South Wales 16-foot skiff championship up at Drummoyne. So, for example, Finport Finance is minus Matt Stenner and Angus Williams, and therefore on the trailer. Noakes Sailing similarly, minus Ed Powers and Nathan Edwards. A few interesting substitutes. Jimmy, on Smeg, Mika Lane, but Scotty Babbage and Pete Harris making a cameo.
Cameo, yeah, absolutely. Well, obviously, Ricky and Pete sailing the Bridens with Napo up there today. So, yeah, pulled the old team back together from last year of Scotty and Pete with Mika, so we'll see what they can do.
The return on the wiggle stick for Oak Four Pines, Jack McCartney steering with Courtney Marr and Charlie Gundy off a bit of a handicap, and Jack was full of beans, as he usually is.
Yeah, Jack's always full of beans, so Jack in the box, he's good.
Vintech with some Queenslanders, David Hayter, Elliot Marr and Nathaniel Dutton, and they're having a crack and trying to get acclimatised to Sydney Harbour, and I think it's a great thing to see.
Great day for it, isn't it?
Looks a bit like Moreton Bay, not.
No.
Not. The water's cold, who would have thought?
The chop's not quite as bad as Moreton Bay, Bucko.
No, that's right.
The jump 1, 2 and then splash, bow down.
And there's no turtles to intercept the centreboard, no.
Dugongs, turtles.
Yeah. On the winning group, they're on the trailer, sorry. They didn't get off the trailer.
Winning group?
For a variety. No, they did, sorry.
Winning group here, just went past that way.
What am I saying? Their race today, sorry. Winning group trophy today, indeed. John Winning Jr., Johnny Walton on the main sheet, pretty handy yotter. Sammy Newton in the bow. So, sorry guys, we would expect to see some performance from them. Breeze freshening a little, Jimmy. How about that?
Yeah, well, what you were saying, so we'll agree with it.
On Armourine Pittwater, Yandu, John Winning, Tommy Cloud on the main sheet today, so he's just keeping his eye in while he gets his new boat ready. Brandon Bank in the bow.
He told me that Woody pinned him. He had nowhere to run, and got asked, could you fill in? And he goes, what could you say?
That's right.
So
couldn't refuse. Armourine Pittwater, Marcus Ashley Jones, Ben Pickett and Cam Gundy, and they would be expected to go pretty well today off a respectable handicap.
Well, Marcus isn't afraid of a
Marcus,
bit of breeze. He loves it.
Marcus loves this, exactly. Rug and Famish all as normal. Subby on the Burgonet Point, Grant Rollo on the main sheet. Yep. Noak Sailing not here. Tommy Cloud.
Kitchen Maker.
He's got
on there, Bucko.
Kitchen Maker on here.
Jordan, Lachlan and Tom.
Yep. So that's standard lineup.
Standard operations.
Okay,
5-minute gun.
Signals on the starting ship fleet's looking a bit thinned out still, James, but they're all upwind of the start line, which is not usually a good sign, is it?
No, it's not where you want to be when you're in this sort of breeze, Bucko. You want to be down behind the line. I think the only one that's behind the line at the moment looking around is the kitchen maker.
Yeah.
And they almost look like they've either just recovered from a swim or
No, they might
they're
just
just
be
hanging tight.
just hanging. Little issue here with this, the start line in Taylor Bay. There's not much room to lure to the start line, and it can be a bit strange in here. And equally, the committee has a bit of an issue with how the line's laid. I think it's a pretty good line they've laid. They're going to give everybody an opportunity. Tide, solid ebb, and pretty big flood, pretty big high tide today, earlier, and so 4 minutes to noon, and it's still only 2 boats behind the start line.
Yeah, Noakes Blues joined the kitchen maker back here.
Why would you be still going upwind, James? I'm looking upwind and seeing blokes still going upwind.
Don't ask me, brother. I was like you, mate, never on the twiddle stick, so I came from that smart part of the boat, Bucko, in the middle.
The middle, man. Okay, here we go. All right then. So they are having trouble bearing out. Enough wind up the track now, probably at just above 20, 21, 22. And so a bit of an issue on the Barroway with the small rigs in, the whole fleet with small rigs. But they're now all headed in the right direction, more or less, except for Four Pines and
Shore and Partners, I think that's them still up over there at Potts Point, Bucko, like miles away.
Yeah, they might have been on the riding lever. Is that Marine furthest upwind? In the corner of Rose Bay there?
How about we just duck downstairs and grab the binoculars out of the chart table, mate? They're that far away, it's crazy. With 3 minutes to go, not where you want to be. That's a Rag and Famish, I think, mate. There's the Marine just here in front of us.
Oh, Marine's here, so it's one of the pub boats up there, right?
Yep, I think it's the Rag and Famish.
Yeah, they've got the Barroway done, okay. It is the Rag and Famish, quite correct. So what's on screen? We've got the Spectator Ferry.
The Mighty Royale from Rosman Ferries. All part of the Noakes group.
So just inside 3 minutes.
Yeah, so I'd be suspecting, obviously, the Rag and Famish, the winning group, and Shore and Partners to definitely miss this start at this stage, Bucko, with 2 minutes to go. Now, winning group and Rag and Famish are having to avoid a Manly ferry going towards Manly to get around the back of that to Barroway.
Well, if the winning group's fair income, they need to go round the back of the ferry, put a chute on, and come here hot.
Coming in hot.
But the fleet is racking up out to the side of the committee vessel.
Yep.
Blokes being careful. The Spectator Ferry, as usual, providing a bit of interference.
Well, providing a nice little spot to tack, Bucko, I think, and just sort of, if you can hide behind that for a minute, you're laughing.
I'll tell you who's got it lined up fairly well, the Yandu and the kitchen maker. Marine joining the fray. Smeg coming in from the port end. But this will be, the first lap will be stay upright. If you can stay upright, you'll be on the podium, I suspect, here. Last minute to the start. Everybody very conservative here, as you'd expect.
And the Shore and Partners got the spinnaker up, coming in hot.
Hot, but about 1 minute late.
Oh, they'll be doing the good old drop dip start, and off you go.
Appliance is online, whose form in the last couple of races, as you would have seen from the highlights reel, pretty hot. And new sails on their boat today. To win the Spring Championship, they've just got to start the race, I think, more or less. But they're now the scratch boat. The cream rises. Shore and Partners, snappy drop at the leeward end. Beautiful. Coming to time. 5, 4, oh, sorry.
Shore and Partners over down there.
Wrong side of the line. individual recourse Shaw and Partners. But I think he's pretty aware he's over.
I don't think he is, mate. He's got the hammer down, but saying that, we'll get our hammer down.
That's highly optimistic, isn't it? So, out of all that, Royal Oak and Appliance Online lead the race after 30 seconds of sailing. Royal Oak leading of the boats we think were on the right side of the line.
Well, Shaw and Partners, to me, were definitely over.
They're only over by 5 boat lengths.
5 boat lengths, yeah.
4
5.
maybe? 4?
Yeah.
4. And a good bit of squirt coming
Plenty
down
of pressure
the course
here.
now. I know that the drone shots make it look not very windy, but it's tight against wind a bit here, and the blokes nearly inverting their small mainsail, so that's...
They're on little rigs and we're on full rigs in the camera cap, Bucko. We've dressed appropriately for the for once. Let's go up and have a look at, from on board, Bucko, we'll have a look at some of the Queenslanders here on the Vintech while we're...
Yeah, they didn't get that good a start, but they've been okay subsequently. Nice form.
It's a whole new meaning of putting it into windward, doesn't it?
Beautiful.
The old Baz, mate, he'd be very happy if he was watching. Not dragging.
Now. So
Just on the Vintech still.
he's tacked in a lull. Not really what
Kitchen Maker
we recommend.
leading the Smeg. As I said, the Shaw and Partners are definitely not part of this race at the moment, so they're not, no intention of going back by the looks of it, Bucko.
No.
They're probably the Royal Oak. 4 Pines, I dare say, is our current leader on course. From the Kitchen Maker, then Smeg. The boats are all pretty much so together still. Not the usual spread out that we're seeing.
Well, down the back there we see Winning Group has gone back and started correctly. Travelling with Yandu.
And Smeg and Shaw and Partners up there to the left on screen.
The Appliances go, didn't
The Appliances, they're the other dark boat heading off camera off to the left-hand side, mate.
Okay, so one of the early leaders, Appliances, who has been pretty fast the last few weeks, hard to the left-hand side of the track, minimum tax.
And just while I was looking around, just seeing Captain Jack on the Dalzotto on the riding lever, Bucko.
So what do you think went wrong there, son?
Not quite sure.
They needed to wash the new sails. I think that's the case. So how about that? Noakes Blue, Yvette, smoking them. Great stuff.
Vet Heritage turning it all on. The Noakes Blue.
Plenty of wind here, Jimmy. Look at this, 20, 22, a little bit more even.
A little bit more, definitely, Bucko. She's it's always traditionally fresh coming out of Rose Bay here, where it comes across the golf course. There's nothing to slow it down, is there?
Yeah, this is a bit of new pressure though, seriously.
And colder.
Cold, right-handed.
We'll just turn the heaters on the camera cat, yeah? We'll get the foot warmers. And look at the mains just inverting there.
But still, two pretty good setups there.
Yeah.
Both boats looking okay.
The Vet seems to go all right in this heavier breeze, Bucko. Better in the heavier than the light, I've noticed over the last couple of weeks.
Better when the breeze is consistent than when it's not. And that's just a coordination issue, really, in some degree, isn't it?
Yep. Not a real great tack there on the Royal Oak, but they get away with it.
Good enough. So they're the actual 2 leaders, and they're both off some marks here. So, and they better be thinking about attack.
Yeah, I don't know whether they can see it on screen, but there you go. They're just tacking, but just past them it gets real patchy.
Oh.
Not a great tack, but nonetheless, done.
Yeah, no, setup looks all right.
And
so
disappointing for Shore and Partners there. Just that on course is probably leading, but yeah, like if they had started properly, Bucko, they would have been fine. Yeah.
yes.
Like they're legging it quite easily.
So Yvette in a bit of has to make a decision here. Port and starboard with Smeg. Going to do the bear away. That's okay. Bit
Little bear away. So
what do you think, mate, of the boats in the race? 4 Pines probably leads, yeah?
yeah, Royal Oak, 4 Pines probably leading, and just noticing just on Smeg there with the Shore and Partners.
And a couple of boats going the other side of the island.
Yeah, absolutely.
We did say that
It appears to bring the camera around to his right.
that the mark was the island, but the mark is in fact the laid mark on the southern tip of the island. And there is room to come in on the starboard tack lay line. Breeze has gone left here though, Jones. Look at the Smeg on our left hip here.
That is insane. There's a Vintech on screen. We're just going to get over and watch the battle here for first and second. Yeah, look at the Noakes Blue, just big lift there coming into Royal Oak 4 Pines.
Yeah, 4 Pines in front out of those two.
Yep. Look who's lurking behind them, Bucko, just off screen to the right is Appliance
online. Exactly. And they haven't had a very good beat, but that's okay. Like we noted, it's not going to be about the beating, it's going to be about the reaching.
Just got the Shore and Partners on screen there, which, as we said, I think me and Bucko are pretty confident with our call that they were definitely over at the start. But great drone shot there. So they should have all their new signage on the boat next week, Bucko, is the word on the street.
Scratch race next week, mate.
Scratch race. You built me up this morning when you rocked up down to the camera cap, Bucko, telling me that this week was a scratch race and you got me all excited.
Sorry guys, this is a laid mark. Sorry, it's not the YA mark. I misread that. Because we've got to do the handicap unwindings up here, haven't we? Of course.
New leader again is the Smeg.
And the breeze just a little softer and a bit of good left hand now. So flicking between about 160 and about 135, 140 there.
Appliance online, just off screen. They're just having a really bad tack again. Like, as you see, plenty on. And what are we on? We're on the drone.
Plentyon.com here.
On the drone following, yeah, a bit. And Marine Pitwater, the bloke that loves a bit of blow, and Smeg absolutely taking it. They've absolutely launched, Bucko. They've got to go to the furthest marks.
Yeah, Smeg, you know, scratch boats today, Smeg and Appliances Online. Smeg's got the hardest job.
And there's the kitchen maker and Marine coming across on screen with Yandu in the background. Yandu was one of the boats that went the other side of the island, Bucko, and never know.
Well, Yandu's going to lead on the water because he's only going to the nearest mark, the shortest mark.
The closest mark, the mighty Yandu.
And he's only 100 yards, well, 100 yards from the mark. Good stuff here from the Noakes Blue. A little duck in a hurricane. Wow, that's Very solid, isn't it? Here goes Yandu at the windward mark, their windward mark. A little conservative tack. Can they get the bow down?
Marine Pittwater on the red as well, Bucko. Woody's just waiting for his
Marine
spot.
On the red. Nobody having an easy time. Here they go. They got it away. Three boats. Noakes Blue as well. Pretty good set on the Yandu. Tommy Clout bringing his
A game.
His A game and his determination to that job. Wow, they all got away. How about that? No riding lever use yet.
Yet. Big yet. Have a go at him, go, would you?
Wow, it's good.
It's plenty on.
Let's go down. Let's chase down these guys.
Boy, big sniff there on the Royal Oak right in front of the camera cat.
Jack McCartney having a shot.
Why wouldn't you?
Fantastic. Take no prisoners. Can we get over the wharf on the end of the island? Oh my goodness.
Have a go at the bullet that just hit the Royal Oak there, Bucko.
Oh yeah.
Just about to hit a vet off screen to the right.
Yeah.
So they've got to get over the reef here on the end of Shark Island, and then there's a wharf that you can see there on screen that they've got to try and get over.
The vet's in more strife than early settlers, but they've handled it, I think. Oh.
And then just to throw something else into it, here comes the spectator ferry, not our spectator ferry, but the ferry to pick people up off the island.
No, they've got there. They've lost the spinnaker sheep, but they'll get that back.
That's okay.
So we're travelling with
the Royal Oak and Vintech on screen.
Wow.
Tell you what, Bucko, it's wild and woolly here on the camera cat. Wringing the necks off the things, eh?
Well, yeah, but then it probably turns into a little bit of a VMG run at the end of this reach, at this wind angle. So the rule kind of is that you have to try to get right down onto the headland at Bradley's Head, which is on the leeward edge of the course. Because just the way the geographic structure of the wind works.
Yeah, you can see them all start lifting up here now, yeah?
So they're now VMG running after they struggled like all hell to get over the wharf and the island. But plenty of wind coming, wow.
Just got the drone shot there of Yandu, and just to the left of him, I think is Marine. Where are we going with the drone? There we go, on Birkenhead Point Marina. What we might do is try and drop down with them and have a ride along with them.
Well, and Rolo on the main sheet brings, you know, a lot of experience. He's a fill-in, but he's been around a while and pretty competent yotter.
Just a little flog there on the chute.
Yeah, so he's sharpening up his reflex time on a foiling moth. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're a good distance away. So, you know, the wind speed up the top of the track up in the 20s and a little lighter down this end at the moment.
And the young Queenslanders there on Vintech
right
in the mix.
They're having a shot. It reminds them of Moreton Bay, except the water's cold.
They'll be loving this flat water, Bucko, or relatively flat water.
Yeah.
Look at the letdown just there on the Royal Oak.
Here's the beauty.
You wait to that to hit the boys here on the Vintech and so forth.
No VMG running anymore.
Wow. Get into it. You've got a Captain Cook cruiser coming up, which may provide a bit of entertainment.
Yeah, because the boats have got a jibe around the back. The mark is to leeward of the cruise ship. As we said, it turns into a VMG run.
What an awesome run that was, Bucko.
No, great stuff. So that's a pretty difficult lay, that mark. In close. In close. Marine's probably going to... Oh, 4 Pines going to lead, I think.
Birkenhead just jibing there.
And I don't know where Yandu's going.
Well, the mark's
Oh,
just
the mark's here. Sorry,
right here.
I'm looking at that thing.
Yandu's doing the right thing.
Okay.
Yandu might be our leader, Bucko.
Cool.
So Vintech and Marine off screen have decided to have a little bit of a
Fight.
bar karate.
So we're discounting
Sure and Partners
at the mark at the moment, travelling with Yandu. And subject to the drop, they will lead. Well done, John Winning, Tommy Cloughton, Brandon Bynk. So good work. Long handicap and made good use of it.
So Sure and Partners lead on water, but dare say they're not part of it. And then,
Yandu got the dial up. No risk involved there, was there, mate?
nah, mate, me and Chits went out yesterday and had a bit of a sneaky around the harbour at a few things, and we watched you blokes on the old 18s and Captain Calm, Woody, on the mistake yesterday.
Yep.
Was very quiet on a few occasions.
Yeah.
But here on the back to this, we've got Yandu leading from Royal Oak Royal Oak Hotel 4 Pines.
Here we go. First
Here's a
capsize
carnage.
of the run. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Here's some.
Marcus. Now he's got an untidy bit of work to do on the Marine. Got the chute half up, the wrong side of the mark.
Birkenhead Point Marina is third, on with Ilvey in fourth.
But look who's
Kitchen
coming to join
maker.
the party at the back of the peloton. The scratch boat, the other scratch boat, Appliance is online. Going to do a 2-sail jibe, and they'll do it.
And then a dial up.
But pretty clean.
Very clean.
In fact, very nice. If we can all be that neat.
Here's our other scratch boat, the winning group. They've come back to join the party, and that's everyone all together, Bucko.
Amazing, isn't it?
Very, very close racing today.
Yep. But then
Oh, that's right. Marine's still got to come back and go
he's
around
got
the
to
mark.
go around the mark. So
Yeah,
you know,
that's slight problem.
not perfection, but big bit of wind coming down here now. Oh dear. Gee whiz, eh? Can we have a look at the winning group here?
Just here on the winning group, who's today's race sponsor as well, Bucko.
Good stuff. Herman got a new haircut as well.
I nearly walked past him. I didn't recognise him. I just heard his voice. I looked and went, oh, as you said, different haircut.
So plenty of karate action in the peloton.
They're only missing each other by inches, Bucko, when they're having to duck. So,
Yeah. It's all good.
you know, very good close racing here.
So the winning group's gone pretty well there because they were good 1 minute on the Litard across the start line. So they're in the race, as you'd expect.
They'll just hoping to give everyone a bit of a jump start and come chase them.
Oh, they got plenty of weight, and like we said, Johnny Walton, a pretty handy fella.
Yeah, very handy replacement for Sevy, yeah.
Yep.
Sailing that boat really well.
So the breeze now just a little back to the left, like 160 or something, and
160 knots or degrees, Bucko?
160 mag degrees. And
Just on the rag there?
16 to 22. And the rag and famished. They had a few issues on the run, but they managed to stay upright. Setup looks pretty good.
Back here with the Ilvi just tacking. We're just following Appliances online with their new sales. Bucko, what's your...
Yeah, that looks like quite a big mainsail to me. And pretty safe tack in plenty of wind. But they've been pretty cohesive the last couple of weeks. And the next leg we have here from the top of Clark Island down to Chowder is the big test. Tight-ish angle, part jib reach, part spinnaker reach. And we'd expect to see some gains and losses, let's put it like that. Oh, nice looking jib, Jimmy.
You're quite the jib man, aren't you? You know, like...
Mate, just there to make up the numbers, mate, isn't it? Mainsail just provides the balance. Oh, here we go, right-hander with plenty.
With plenty of pressure too.
Jib now looks a bit deep. How about that? That is fresh.
Mate, they're working the ring hole out on that one, aren't they, to keep the bait underneath, and they're doing a great job at it.
Yeah, that's demanding when a breeze goes, spikes up to 20 and lifts. It's
And here's a light patch under the lee of Clark Island where it gets all puffy. We'll duck up and have a look at Ilvi. We haven't seen much of them this year. There they are on screen.
I may be happy that they seem to be getting slowly better and better at staying upright.
Well, that's somewhat of a key ingredient, Bucko, apparently, keeping upright.
Really?
I
thought
I'm only new to this, but...
Swimming was part of the deal.
Well, they probably took the temperature reading from the water and went, well, it's a lot warmer out of it. Yeah, that's...
Wow, solid pressure. Breeze just back to the right a little. Windward mark from where we are about 200 yards straight up wind. Four Pines and Winning Group. I'm sorry, Four Pines and Yandu.
Royal Oak, they're probably leading.
The two leaders. Royal Oak, Four Pines leading, we think. Very awkward, this little bit here. Yandu's still got two more tacks. Royal Oak going to go there in one tack, and
Yandu's probably got three tacks here, Bucko.
Yeah, no, two more, Jimmy. Now,
you need that twiddle stick, Woody.
Oh.
Good save, boys.
Tommy had to do an abandonship action there on the main sheet. Just survived the tack.
Interesting to note, though, Woody tacks facing backwards.
Yeah, and he fell over that one. Appliance online, coming up the beat like a missile. How about that? Straight into, and we're discounting Shuren Partners at this stage, straight into the podium. Scratch boat, sailing very fast. Winning.
I've got to get out of here.
Packing, and you do. Yeah, we're in the way. So folks, we're just having a little issue with the fleet and our drone recovery. Burgundy Point Marina was the afflicting yacht.
Yep, we're clear.
And the guys have got the bear away done, jib reaching at the start of this leg down to Chowder Bay. Breeze a little lighter up the top, so that was good for them to get away.
So there's no three boys at this rounding, Bucko. It's just straight around to one can.
Straight around. So the order, like we said, Sure and Partners leading on the water, but they didn't start legally in our opinion. Royal Oak Four Pines leading. Appliance Online second. Ilby third. Yandu fourth. Burgundy Point fifth.
Smeg sixth. Kitchen Maker. Then the winning group. Then Rag and Famish.
Rag and Famish. Then Noakes Blue, Vintech, Armory. But about a mile and a half down to Chowder Bay. Everybody just jib reaching, travelling here with Yandu and Ilby.
So just got the Ilby and Yandu on screen there, Bucko?
Yes. So the leaders, Burgundy Point Marinas, Royal Oak Four Pines is about 40 seconds in front. And they're under solid pressure. No spinnakers yet, but you need a spinnaker to get to the mark, usually at some stage.
Go hunting down the harbour. Bucko go chasing the leaders. Mate, camera cat's at full noise here. We're doing 32 mile an hour. For some reason this thing's in miles, so 32 mile an hour. And we're just slowly catching up to Appliances, which I think may be our new leader on the water.
Yeah, with an unwind coming at the top of this next little short beat up into Rose Bay.
Yeah, we got the Royal Oak just up there, they're on screen at the moment. They'll probably set a little spinnaker into Chowder Bay, Bucko, you'd think?
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah.
There's no other way.
They're just in that ferry. They're probably a bit of bad air off the ferry, right?
Yeah, that hasn't helped their cause. So here we are.
Here we are with
Red
Appliances
Badman's
Online.
trying not to set a spinnaker, so he's looking for depth, sitting in on the wing, just taking...
That looks like Kurt sitting in on the wing, mate.
On the wing, okay, fair enough.
Come on, Kurt.
No, this is all fair and low and war. Just trying to get there without setting a shoot, Jimmy, so he knows he's got to scrape the rocks.
Yeah.
Down here at the point, and he can see there's more wind coming.
And that boat in the distance there, that is Shore and Partners who's leading on the water, but in the camera cat's opinion,
we've got some video evidence, I think, James.
Yeah, and there's a drone shot of the Royal Oak.
And the Royal Oak trying to squeeze down, but they're not going to get there. Oh, look at that.
Big letdown on the Appliances there, just back on screen.
And he's achieved his goal, and you see on the main sheet Curvatura's big armfuls, but they'll get there. They'll now just be conservative, get to the mark with no shoot.
Yep.
Whereas the Royal Oak has to set. But they've done that. They've
not too bad of a set on the Royal Oak.
Taken the odds to it.
Okay.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's one more risk manoeuvre that they've got to do down the bottom here is a drop, obviously, and a round up where Appliance Online, you'd think.
No, he's got a good alignment, Appliance Online.
Yeah, like I think Appliance Online will be our new leader.
He was fast up that last beat and went the right way. Amazing.
Everything went right for him, didn't it?
Yeah.
Speaking to him last week, Bucko, after the race, I just said, how was the light bulb moment? Just everything they touched last week went right for him.
That's what happens when you suddenly got speed.
Yeah, that old thing.
Yeah.
And there you go, first around the bottom mark, Appliances Online, closely followed by Royal Oak Hotel Four Pines.
Good stuff here. And most of the rest of the fleet, no shoot on that leg, all got down here main and jib. A little conservative. The Royal Oak, Jack McCartney, no mucking around with Jack.
No, there was a corner, he turned it.
That's right.
Got the Yandu and Birkenhead Point Marina here on screen, just on the drone shot.
And a good squirt coming. The dial up, I'll be okay, but nothing particularly easy about it.
Yandu around in third.
A lot of rope to move.
Birkenhead Point Marina fourth, Smeg fifth. So they've picked up a spot. Ilvi is the next boat that's going to come around here, Bucko. They dropped a couple of spots there.
Yep. The Smeg, nice rounding.
You put the commentator's curse on them.
Put the curse on the Ilvi. No, they got around fine.
Got around great. Yeah, we've got the winning group coming through.
Hot coming in hot too.
Wow, what a great dial up.
That's a good dial. Smeg did the best one.
Yep.
Nice radius on the turn.
Radius.
You can only trim the sails at a certain speed. Best not to turn the boat any faster than you can trim the sails in.
You've got the kitchen maker coming around. And Noakes Blue, Vintech, and Marine Pitwater with a wine glass trying to get down just to the left of screen.
It's a Piccolo wine glass, Jimmy.
Piccolo.
There you go. She's off now.
There's an Oaks group coming in for the dial-up.
Oh, and having a sniff. Oh.
Big sniff. Great shooting there, Piers.
But not a bad dial-up.
No. Well, let's go Goodwill hunting. On the mighty
Worried about
camera
this
cat.
sleep, Jimmy. I think I might be hoods on. You know,
Bucko, come on.
Wetness on the edge of town.
Bucko, you can't be that shy.
I'm just trying to protect the microphone officially.
Oh, yeah. You know we do have a spare one for you. You got to get wet on the outside, Bucko, to get wet on the inside later.
Oh, well.
Just on the Noakes group there.
Cruising catamaran about to get in the way here.
You're not
just unbelievable.
Crew madly scrambling at them, but there's not much they can really do.
Really?
Like, no, the crew, that is, like the spectator boat just moseying on. Not really sure why all these people on starboard are yelling at them and what starboard means.
I'd say the spectator vessel or the cruising vessel completely oblivious to the meaning of either word, port or starboard.
Well, it's a catamaran, so they've got a port and starboard locker. That'll be about it, Bucko. What do you reckon? So, just here on the, who's that, the Royal Oak, and now we're on the Rag and Famish. You can just see there on screen how hard these guys got to work with the tiller and main sheet and try to balance the boat there, Bucko.
Yeah, no, they're working away, but jib trim's a bit too soft, I think. They just need a bit more mainsail inversion. Here we go.
Go down, put another wrap on the winch for him, Bucko.
Yeah, just half a turn, brother, on. Have a look at that, Jimmy. A bit too much twist, I think.
Yeah, a bit too much chubby in it. And there's Royal Oak, who we believe is our leader, with the fleet looking down behind them. Oh no, sorry, our leader is Appliance Online, who have absolutely shot out.
Hammer down.
Yeah,
and
a bit of a problem here on Birkenhead Point Marina. The jib looks like she's let go.
Yeah, the jib car's come off the track. So that's the end of the day for them.
Terminal.
Yeah. Broken jib car.
Yeah, those guys were sailing really well, so it's disappointing for the guys here on Birkenhead Point Marina, but they'll be back to fight another day next week, Bucko. No.
Sorry, nothing you can do about that.
Just travelling there with the drone with Royal Oak Four Pines. And just like magic, we're on Yandu. So we've got the ability to switch between cameras. It's all done by Michael Chittenden, amongst doing other things, running around, being our little fireman on board.
So another unwind coming up the top here. Appliance on the line going to the most distant mark, the white mark.
I don't think that'll affect them. Bucko, looking at how much lead they've got at the moment.
Yep.
Where's the Royal Oak off to?
That's about what it is, about the separation. So on the water, that will bring the first two boats back together, Royal Oak and
So based on your theory, Appliances Online led around Chowder, Bucko.
Yes.
Appliances Online for the win.
That's right. We'll see.
There you go, you heard it here first, viewers. Great drone shot there of the Yandu from Jono's great driving there. He's just got the smeg coming across.
And the
got to keep it
on
on.
a little duck on the smeg. That
Yep.
tells you the relative positions of those two boats. Beautiful little duck.
Definitely got a race on our hands there. And smeg's got to go to the furthest mark, though, Bucko, don't they? They've got to go to the white
correct.
mark.
That's correct.
I did read something.
Yep.
Got Bucko to do a little bit of cheat sheeting for me while we're fitting out the camera cat, and Bucko was in doing some research. Is that probably the right word, Bucko?
No, all good. All good.
There's the mighty camera cat. There's the Royal Oak. What do you think of that?
No, it looks great. Looks good. Jib setup's good, main setup's good. Boat's going pretty fast, obviously.
You think Jack hasn't been away for a while?
No. He'd be relishing it, I'm sure. He hasn't got any fatter though, has he?
You couldn't put any on him.
No. Oh, he's like me, mate. You can't fatten the thoroughbreds.
On water, the Shore and partners absolutely launched off, and they're probably wondering why we're not with them. Might start coming to a bit of a realisation.
I think they would know, mate. Come on.
So you can see in the background here, you got a couple of your logs with sails or whatever you call them, and then you got the Appliances Online still leading the race here on the water with Royal Oak 4 Pines. Yeah. What do you reckon, Bucko? 10 boat lengths, 15 boat lengths?
10.
Yeah, behind, so, you know, these guys have sort of stepped out from the pack, and this one's a VMG run back down to Taylor's, isn't it, Bucko?
Yep.
So it's been a pretty hot little run if we get the right pressure. Got the drone there following Appliances Online. Just got a crew member going into the boat to adjust something. Wherever it wasn't major, straight back out. Now looking back at winning group, Yandu, Ilvi, the Rag and Famish Hotel, the Kitchen Maker in the chase pack. So on the water, probably Smeg is in third or off screen at the moment. They're behind the camera cat or off to the left of screen there for the viewers, the way you're looking at it at home. And Yandu having to give way to the winning group. There, so young John Winning Jr. barking at John Winning Senior.
Nice bit of lighter air on this edge here. Not too windy up the top. The guys have, looks like this run's going to be in just medium air for a bit. more brown clouds coming, but no extra wind coming with them, perhaps fortunately.
Disappointing for the boys on Shore and Partners there, Bucko. They've got a commanding lead on the water. All for 5 boat lengths at the start is our opinion. We're happy to be proven wrong, but
yeah, I know.
Definitely seen a lot of the pin behind the boat.
Well, so there was an individual recall. If it wasn't for them, who was it?
Here's what it is. So just here on the winning group on screen.
So just got a bit of light air here, but a bit more wind coming out of the left-hand side of the bay.
First around on the course there in the background is Royal Oak 4 Pines.
So their unwind, their handicap unwind on the shorter mark has more than compensated for the distance to Appliances online.
And second on course will be Yandu, who go around the closest one, Bucko.
It seems so unfair, doesn't it?
I bet you it's not unfair if you ask Woody.
No, and you're right. Yandu second on the water, Appliance Online third. Appliance Online looking upwind, not the best spinnaker set. I'm not sure. They had some little issue there.
Just on the Royal Oak Hotel.
But the Royal Oak
there on
4
the
Pines gone.
On the drone.
With pressure.
Right along here with the Ilby, doing a windward set, Bucko. Yep. Pretty easy, relatively easy in this weight of breeze to do a windward set.
Yep. Yandu has to jibe, looking forward here. We're travelling with Appliances. Where are we? Travelling with Yandu, sorry.
Yandu.
Yeah. Yandu making an effort to get the high side of the island here by the look of it. Appliances. Sorry.
No, Appliances.
Going in for the giant.
Yep, he'll be going on the inside of him.
What a sweet jibe though, James, eh?
Great jibe.
Beautiful.
Well, you don't want to hit your body on one of those marks, not
soft.
No, not the air-filled type.
Plenty of wind coming off the left edge of the course, looking upwind. These guys on the face of some pretty good stuff.
He'll be gone.
He'll be gone.
Gone. Got it. No.
Gone.
Ejector seat.
No.
No.
Too much bang on, but they've saved it. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Oh, they haven't saved it. There's more to come.
Just cooling down. Cooling down, Bucko. Back on Appliances Online here in the race.
All good.
They'll be having a bit of a bark at each other. I'll tell you, he's coming charging along, Bucko, off screen. Is the winning group is charging through the fleet. Now I'm looking for the Royal Oak. Bradley's Head, Bucko, right under the middle of the harbour bridge from where we are, brother.
Happy days. All right then.
So riding along here with the drone with...
So the Royal Oak's done a number on them here, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Got the header out of Point Piper and on the ley line into the mark a long way from where we're travelling with the...
So for the viewers at home, you can just every now and then see, there you go, right in between the two boats going along that foreshore in the distance, that white spinnaker. That is Royal Oak Hotel 4 Pines. Is how much of a lead they've opened up, Bucko.
Yep.
Done it. Just looking back here at the winning group, and Noakes Blue of Vet Heritage still marching on, Bucko.
Yvette got the unwind and got the chute going and stayed upright, so she's back in the contention. Oh, what are you going to do in the tide here? No? Oh, they saved it.
Just a Tommy Clout kick.
Oh. Woody just turned it up a bit too far. Sorry, guys, we're talking about something not on screen, but Always good. The Yandu. So just looking on screen, the two boats in second and third on the water. One more handicap unwind for the Appliances. But in fact, Appliances and Four Pines both going to the most distant mark, and Yandu going to the
middle mark,
intermediate mark at this windward mark for the unwind. The Yandu a bit hot into the bottom here. Stick with this, Jimmy.
I'm sticking with it, brother.
Oh, the drone's over there, copy.
No, that's all on us.
Oh, okay, that's handy. Oh, okay, fair enough.
So first around, definitely Royal Oak Hotel Four Pines.
Starboard rounding though, pretty untidy.
Yeah.
Breeze back.
You want to get the spinnaker well and truly packed before you attempt this jibe, and then dial up. Correct, Bucko?
Yeah, don't try this at home in this amount. Oh, they've got a little lull. Good on them. Shoot not in the bag, still on the Appliances. But they've been good and calm, and you know, they'll get the job done. Some discussion on the Yandu.
Quiet boat, that one. You'll be back into contention.
Oh, what could go wrong there? Did the full Mexican drop, smoked the halyard. But they've laid into the mark pretty good, but left them not much turning room.
So first on course, Royal Oak Four Pines. Second, Appliance Online. Third, Yandu. Fourth, Ilvi. Fifth, Noakes.
So the Noakes are still a chance here, James, because they've got a red. They've got the nearest mark to get to on the beat. Amazing. Good stuff.
Where were you saying the Royal Oak had to go? They had to go to the furthest mark, right, Bucko?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, a bit of a wild dial up there on the smeg. Go on, Petey Harris. Yeah, you get. Look at that. Straight back down when Petey gets out.
Oh, he's a large boy.
Not sure why, Bucko.
Wow, amazing.
And the Rag and Famish flogging their spinnaker, trying to get over the fleet and then down to the mark. But it'd be somewhat easy just to knock it off there, Buggo.
It's a good bit of wind that they're bringing with them.
Yep. We might get out of the way because I can see if they do a crash jibe, we might have a core sample taken out of the side of the camera cat. Let's get back up amongst the fleet.
So the peloton all together more or less. Amazing, isn't it?
Well, something's got to come out of the three boys, Bucko.
That's right. 6 boats. 7 boats within
talking distance.
Within 90 seconds. There you go. It's pretty good. And the breeze in the right. Tide still ebb. Smeg got some little issues. He's got some bang on there, hasn't he?
Plenty of bang on. Interesting to note, Bucko, the Royal Oak Four Pines is tacked and going back the other side of the island. They've absolutely launched across there. But here with the peloton, got the Yandu just tacked there on the left of screen.
Jack's never been afraid. And, you know, the breeze is pretty far right at the moment, so it's far right enough to go past.
Yeah.
And the tide ebb, these guys sailing in, you know, the long port tack that he's done gives you a fair bit of tidal relief. These guys in peak ebb flow, so going to leeward with the current. Almost no relief up this side.
Okay, yeah.
In ebb tide.
So there's the mighty Smeg. Mika, Scotty and Pete get a nice little wave off Mika. enjoying his Sunday out on Sydney Harbour, Bucko?
No, he does enjoy it, doesn't he? He's always cheerful.
Very cheerful guy.
So good fight here between the scratch boats, really. Appliance Online, winning group. Both.
How far do you reckon winning group was off the start line, Buggo? Like probably 20 seconds, 30 seconds?
Sorry, he was on 2 minutes. So he gave away, I'd say nearer to 1 minute really at the beginning.
Yeah.
So he's gone well. Off at 2 minutes, 2 minute handicap. So, but looking up the track, nobody's going to get near, I don't think, unless they go on the tide. The Oak 4 Pines.
Just got the Appliance Online there on drone shot with Smeg in the background, I think.
Oh, accidental jibbies there on the notes. Really
So, Appliance Online, that's what I just said, Bucko. Stay on the screen. Just on the winning group and Noakes there, Bucko.
Yeah, so Noakes Blue got the full unwind, got the shortest mark. So they'll be back on the podium at the top here. They did quite a good job down the last tight reach. Stayed in one piece just under a lot of pressure on the face of a bit of a squall.
Well, this reach is going to be the big telltale with this breeze, Bucko. With it, it's coming through a lot bigger puffs now. Like there's a bigger lull in between, and the puffs are sort of hitting on the other side of Point Piper and really hunting down the bay.
The puffs are still strong enough to cause you anxiety, and the lulls are just a little bit. There
you go. Got the winning appliance, winning group.
Lower wind speed
on every angle possible here from. So that's the drone shot there with us following the winning group from behind.
Yeah, it looks pretty slick to me.
Yeah. And again, they are today's sponsors, and the winning group in general with Appliances Online and everything sponsor quite a few boats and things over here at the 18s. So thank you very much to the winning group for all of their support.
All good. So it'll be interesting to have a chat with Johnny Walton after today.
Yes, what are you thinking, Bucko?
Yeah, well, you know what I'm thinking, I think. And
there you go, the AeroMedia 18-foot skiff. What do you reckon, Bucko? Just here on screen, we've got the Ilvi with the AeroMedia logo on it.
All good, all good.
To,
in the hunt too, in the hunt.
Yep, they're well and truly in the hunt.
So in the background...
There's the other side of the island. So, there's this side of the island. You got
up. Oh, and the Ilvi just made trouble for themselves. Oh dear. Not much they can do here if they have a crash. Oof. Just. Ilvi not under command.
No. My heart was in my mouth then, Bucko. So
yeah.
I don't know how theirs was.
Fantastic to foam off the silver. Good stuff. Good stuff.
So there's a Lumix, which I believe is off to Queensland. One of the other boats off to Queensland, just on screen to the left there. We're just travelling up with the peloton. So just to the left of screen, you got Appliance Online. To the right of screen, you got Noakes Blue. And what I'll try and do is go and show you the distance to our leader, which is there in the background just behind Noakes Blue. Hold on, I'll come forward a little bit more, and there they are. That's Royal Oak 4 Pines way off there in the distance, so they've got quite a commanding lead. And there they are on screen. We've got the drone up there. We've got a plane just about to take off up in Rose Bay as well.
But Noakes Blue will be second on the water when they do their unwind up here, because Royal Oak 4 Pines have got to go to the most distant mark, and so does Appliances, and so does Winning Group.
just with the winning group there on screen. And if we get Piers just to pan out, or whatever the word is, I'm not too sure, and a bit more around to his right, you can see Woody is actually over near the Royal Edwards there. He's popped out on the other side of the island quite well, Bucko.
That looked all right. That looks all right. But breeze just softening back in the left again here now.
And the Smeg there following him, back on the Royal Oak, 4 Pines. Breeze has softened here quite a fair bit, yeah?
A bit warmer and a bit east. Still some grey clouds though, and Yvette on the Noakes Blue here, not on screen, but travelling with the camera cat. A little bit too much jib twist on the Noakes there. Just going into a puff. They might have just been preparing.
So this could get interesting. So on water, Shaw and Partners is gone. They're down past the other side of the island, but as we said, we believe they're out of the hunt.
There will be no finishing gun, we think, for them.
We apologise if there is, and we've made our assumption. So the Royal Oak Hotel, 4 Pines, rounds the top mark.
Wow, he's further in front than we thought, isn't he?
Kept it well upright.
Yep.
He's off out of here. Just on the Appliance online and the Yandu on screen there. The Appliance online have still got to go to the furthest mark, being the white mark. Yandu, I'm guessing, Bucko, probably around the blue, the middle mark.
Correct. Oh, and the Yandu having a bit of trouble here.
He's in all sorts.
Yeah, got the wrong side of the mark because he was overlapped with Appliances online. Got to unwind himself.
So who does that let back into the...
The Yandu.
Tommy Clout earning a beer.
More than a beer, I hope.
There's our leader on screen. Royal Oak, 4 Pines, absolutely flying downhill.
Yeah, and Noakes Blue around the shorter mark in second on the water.
And third around, Appliances online.
And Yandu having a second stab at that one there.
We might fly down with this pack, Bucko, so we can maintain the range.
Good
Sit down for me.
Cool.
Noakes Blue struggling to make the end of that island again, Bucko.
It's funny, isn't it? Disadvantage from the mark not being late.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll be right. They figured it out last time, they'll figure it out this time. And the wind is it's a little more benign, isn't it? The sizzle's gone off the pressure.
Yep.
So the wind speed down to below 18, more or less.
And on the Yandu here with Noakes Blue in the background, and just to the left of screen, way off in the distance, is Royal Oak Hotel, 4 Pines. And there's Noakes Blue just got around that wharf.
Advantage Appliances here, able to hold it on and go at the end of the wharf.
Have a go at him, go here. Giddy up.
Giddy up.
You.
Bit of dampness on the edge of town here, but Appliances on the face of a smoker. Yandu just behind them. Noakes Blue in the distance. In the far distance, invisible Royal Oak 4 Pines.
There's a great drone shot of Noakes Blue sending it down towards Bradley's head, heading towards his bottom mark. So I'm at full noise bucko on the camera cat, and we're just getting past them, so which is great. Here's the mighty Yandu.
Need to get the bottom clean, mate.
Bottom's clean, fresh fuel, everything's great.
Oh, the appliances. Oh, I think they need to rag it. I think they just hold it on, and they have to rag right at the death here. Noakes Blue's going to have to pull it off by the look of that. Noakes pulling it off right now, in fact. A bit conservative, maybe. I guess you get to a certain point.
Brady Van Munster not afraid to send it. Bucko never has been, right?
No, never. Phil and Kurt. They're clean, and now they've got to go into BMG mode. The mark.
They've got to watch out here for Noakes.
They'll be right. They'll be fine. Noakes will come around their bow pretty promptly. They're not overlapped. He might have thought he was, but he wasn't.
That was close.
Yeah.
A few discussions being said there.
No. He's.
Oi, what a big wheel stand there on the
How about that? Good stuff.
Appliance online. That was awesome.
Next obstacle for him, a cruising boat. Just. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. No, Brett was just talking to his own guys, I think, there.
Phil, just pull it on nicely and pass me a cupcake.
Pass me a cupcake, exactly. So 2 jives into the mark.
They got some waves here they got to contend with, so you'll see them here leaping out of the water a little bit. There you go. It's pretty amazing.
Coming into shot in the background is the leader. Oh,
probably the worst angle for an 18-foot skiff to be jumping over waves is what you just watched there on screen.
Well, they handled that all pretty comfortably, didn't they?
Yeah, mate, Brett's a great handler.
So the race leader, 4 pints. Jibe drop at the bottom, nice radius, all good. And these guys are jibing a jibe drop probably.
Vet's in a bit of trouble here trying to get over a cruiser on screen on the Noakes Blue. The cruiser will be going, why? I'm just enjoying my day here. What could... Vet's around them, but now she's got a jibe bucko to get back down, and that cruiser's not looking like it's slowing down for him.
He's jibe.
Very wobbly.
Wobbly, but okay. Well, they had to do a slow jibe to indicate to the cruiser what they were doing, didn't they? So
back on the Appliance online there on the drone. Great shot. Brilliant job there on Appliance online. Bucko on screen just then before.
Yeah,
now we're on Noakes Group in Yandu.
Yeah, Royal Oak Hotel.
Oh, sorry, Noakes Blue. So Royal Oaks Hotel, 4 Pines, very commanding lead.
Lead by about 1 minute. Appliance will be there comfortably second. Noakes Blue and Yandu in the fight for third.
So we might... So, just got... So, Noakes Blue around in third, Yandu fourth, Smeg fifth, Rag and Famish sixth.
And it's a little bit of a one-leg of this beat, so we wouldn't expect it to be too much happen.
The other problem coming out here is we've got a shipping movement with a pilot boat, so we won't get, we'll hopefully get there. There's the winning group on screen.
Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge for the Appliances here, but Notes, winning group. Appliances will cross the shipping movement. Notes won't, I don't think, James.
No. Oh, no, the appliances can't, Bucko, because they'll be, if we get Piers to come around to the right around, looking straight up the bay, they can't cross between that pilot vessel that'll come onto screen shortly and the ship.
I'll make a bet with you.
I know what the bet is, but I know what they're not allowed to do, Bucko.
But give me an estimate, James, of the distance between the bow of the ship and the pilot vessel.
It's supposed to be 500 metres.
No, he's caved in. Amazing. So he'll
mind you, the ship is moving quite quickly, so are the skiffs, but
yeah. I mean, Sydney Harbour, with that rule enforced in this part of the harbour, is almost unusable. Sunday afternoon. And there's no effective function here for the pilot vessel, James, is there?
other than that it's now law on the harbour.
Yeah. But what's the point? It's only a small ship. And the guys here we're looking at here have decided to make a decision to go around the back of the ship because of the law. Winning Group and Smeg both...
Oh, Yandu and Smeg.
Sorry, Yandu and Smeg both going to the back. And this will be extremely dangerous for Yandu here.
Yeah, it's going to be a big lull, isn't there, Buggo?
Yeah, hard to handle for both boats here.
So you can see the crew ready to jump at any moment.
Did I say dangerous? I mean, they're supposed to give 100 metres clearance on the stern, for God's sake.
Well, by the time they get the wing out of the water here, they'll be about 100 metres.
Yeah, that's a cable laying barge, small cable laying ship. Created havoc.
The Telstra network. It's the NBN cable going out the heads.
A new wire to Noumea. Don't know.
And then you'll see the Smeg there just on the left of the screen, just going into in that doldrum part where there's plenty of breeze right down the side of the ship, and then you get the big whack, no breeze, don't you, Bucko? So it's hard to handle. It's like you don't know when to jump. Like you get taught when you're a young sailor to keep a smell out for the diesel smell off the ships, and when you smell that, start moving inboard.
Jimmy, not diesel in one of those, fuel oil, but that funny hydrocarbon smell indeed.
Hydrocarbon. So let's get up and we'll go chase our leader, who's almost at the finish. But this ship might have, so far, the Yandu and Smeg are the only two which have really crossed the shipping path. Appliance Online might be the unlucky.
Yeah, the ship's going exactly the wrong speed. Going at about the speed of the boat upwind. Appliance Online on the left-hand lay line. Presumably going to go around the bow and reach in on the port tack lay line to the finish. See how that goes. Jackie McCartney, Courtney Marr and Charlie Gundy. A good victory. Well, even my jinking's not that good, Jimmy. They've been pretty convincing though, haven't they?
Mate, they have. It's been great to see. Welcome back, Jack.
Off a handicap of 2 minutes, so, you know, they've got fastest time as well. Oh, perhaps not. But after Brett and the guys advance or extract themselves from the intersection with the ship that's going out, did we win? AOL behind the ship.
I think they might have played hands to Yandu there, that ship, unfortunately, Bucko, for the AOL team.
I think the ship's going faster now. I think they might just come out okay. Just have a look. They're reaching in from where they are anyway. Oh, they're in the tide, are they? They're in the tide. How about that?
That'll do it every time. So we'll get Piers to come around to the left of the boat with his camera, and we'll pick up the Smeg, Noakes Blue, Nyandu, all wrestling it here.
Noakes is in third, Smeg's in second. Noakes just ducked Smeg.
Only just, so.
And the AOL
on screen there,
oh,
that ship has put the curse on them.
Yep. Winning group also been befuddled. Oh, that's a bit disappointing, but those blokes will take that in their stride.
There's the Yandu getting a wave off Jesus, the hand of Jesus.
Well, advantage here, Noakes group, I think. Oh, sorry, Noakes Blue.
Yeah, I think so, Bucko. I'm really thinking same thing with you. They
one tack and they're at the line. Smeg now on port.
We've got drone there on Yandu and Smeg, and we'll get up here on Noakes Blue.
Smeg in good pressure. Big left-hander, Smeg, advantage back to Smeg.
Vet, I think, just tacked probably a little bit too early there.
No, she
Bucko.
needed to try to go to the lay line, but she's decided to tack in the puff and not do a very good tacker. Yep, so, oh no. But Smeg's in a header. You bet you've got to go back. Oh well, and a big puff coming to rescue the Smeg a bit, and Yandu, so that'd be disappointing for the Noakes guys and girls. Didn't need to go to that end of the line. And she's going to have a go, but
A little bit too late.
a little bit unlucky there, in fact.
So, second across the line today is Smeg, Mika, Pete and Scotty.
Oh, and that's a pretty good race, actually, and they're off scratch, so not quite sure, not probably 2 minutes to...
Next across the line, the mighty Yandu. And then
the race winner.
Noakes Blue, next across the line. That's Noakes Blue's best result, I think, Bucko. So
Yeah, and you know, they were there and thereabouts, obviously off a long mark, but they stayed intact.
Yep.
Which today wasn't that easy, was it?
Mate, very hard day today, especially with those two long reaches. Next across the line, winning group.
So winning group be ruining not attending the start line efficiently.
That never helps you. And then next across the line is going to be Ilvi.
And that's quite a good result for them too. So
Very good result for them.
I rather suspect that everybody else that we're waiting for has been on the riding lever.
And then next across the line, right here, is the kitchen maker at the pin.
And Appliances will be next.
Appliances after cooling down,
Yeah.
after paying a little visit to the ship. Very unfortunate for them.
Yeah, difficult to see, James. That was almost impossible for them because the ship was
Yeah.
going upwind at their VMG. Once they're overlapped, they were always overlapped and making the call about when to get out of there.
And I think that's the championship too, the Appliance Online, isn't it, Bucko?
Yeah, they've won the carnival, such as it is. So, and so next week we have a scratch
Get
race. That's the end of the
Piers,
spring.
just stay on the Appliance
Championship.
Online, brother. Give them some love. So, nice job, boys.
And, you know, even though they didn't win the race, they'd be very happy with their
Overall,
performance. Uprange second sail. They were pretty fast. They didn't start well. They got through the fleet pretty comfortably. And with new sails, they'd be feeling pretty happy
yeah.
with their form going towards the serious part of the year.
Well, all in all too, Bucko, you got both Appliance Online with new Doyle sales. You got Shaw and Partners with new Doyle sales, and both of them definitely looking the goods.
Shaw and Partners will be wondering why they didn't start legally also.
Correct.
but they do operate in a different universe.
Yep. So,
All right then. So, viewers, I hope you enjoyed that today. Obviously, a little wintry weather in Sydney, as you would have seen from what we wore on the camera cat. Great work today. Pierce Hasgard, John O'Witty, Chits, Jimmy, thank you. Not running into anything, nearly kept dry, not too bad.
thanks, Bucko.
Great yacht race. Hope you can join us in a week's time for the scratch race. The crews will applaud, we will applaud. The sponsor's not usually quite so happy about it, and the punter's not quite so happy, but for a bit of purist, a full course scratch race next week. Hope you can join us. Camera Cat signing out.